You are teaming up with your fellow traitor Paul for this brand new podcast, discussing true crimes that have gone a bit wrong and how you would have got away with them. Have a look.
The easiest way is to use your charm. So say if you're robbing the dome, you want to go in there, you want to be flirty, you want to be charming, you want to pull an employee who may work in the bank.
Oh, you clean the windows, do you? Show me.
Oh, you know what the vault code access is? Oh, do you like porn star martinis?
Oh, did you watch the Traitors?
And then it leads on from that to that, because then you've got someone inside.
So you and Paul teamed up together, still pals.
Yeah.
So the whole premise of this, though, is that you could...
Lovely photo that is.
That is a look at that bromance that's going on there. But what a good idea.
Yeah, I know. I mean, we were so excited when the idea came about because when we was in the castle together, we formed like an actual genuine friendship because we were just the same. We came from the same sort of background.
Sure.
And we wanted the same sort of thing. We had the same sort of mindset. So it's just everything worked perfectly. And then upon leaving the castle, obviously, no one expected what could have come from it. I said this, like, you could have given us a notebook and a pen and said, write the best possible outcome, and we wouldn't have got anywhere near close to what we've done these last 6 months.
Oh, that's great.
So then this idea came about, an evil duo formed in hell, that we like to say. It was just perfect, because if you listen to me and Paul have a conversation, it's just like the tangents we go off in are just mind-blowing.
But that's the joy of a podcast, isn't it? You can go in so many different directions.
Yeah, exactly, and you don't know where it's going to end up. Yeah. So then, thanks to Stack, they put a microphone in front of us, and then now we have this
allowed you to just
and
chat.
they've just allowed us to just chat.
Oh, it's amazing. And, of course, life has changed dramatically for you. It really has. I have to say, I love what you did with the prize money.
Oh,
Gave it to your mum, didn't you?
Yeah, my mum and dad, yeah. I just sorted them out. I mean, my whole way through life, it was just all about my family, my loved ones, and my other half. So it was like, as long as I'm there to provide for my family, that's all that matters to me. So being able to pay off their debts and things like that, and then now I'm obviously taking them away for a family holiday.
Oh, that's lovely.
But one of my brothers and sisters aren't coming, so they're not too happy about it, but they were too busy. They couldn't get work off.
You need to go away for
I'll have to do it next
a wee
year
weekend or something like that. See, you're actually lovely.
Oh, thank you.
You are. You know, I mean, I wasn't quite sure what to expect.
Yeah, I know. I
like,
don't actually lie and deceive people all through my life.
No, it's not something that you do.
I
What made you want to go into the show in the first place?
To be honest, I'm not going to lie to you, it was just the money. It was like I was laying there.
For you.
I mean, I hadn't watched series 1, so I had a message on Instagram just from a caster, and she was so lovely. And then I actually replied saying, like, no thanks, scam, because why would you want to see me on TV?
Right.
And, like, we then just started messaging, and I was laying there in my bed one night at the army, and I just thought, you know what, why not? Just go for it. Yeah. So I made the phone call, and then we talked, and she explained the whole game and said, oh, we think you could be a good fit for this show. It's about this, it's about lying and deceiving. I was like, yeah, I could do that, I could do that. And then obviously she mentioned you can win up to 120 grand. I was like,
went,
I'm in, I'm sold.
There.
Yeah, I was like, I'm there.
I'm happy with that.
Where do I sign up? And then obviously from there she was like, you haven't even auditioned first. So then I had to go through the audition process.
Of course, go through the whole thing.
And then meet everyone. And then, yeah, luckily, I mean, the quickest turnaround ever. And I was up in that castle.
What an experience, what a way, you know, it's what that thing, your life's going in that direction. You're in the army.
Yeah.
You know, it's all fine. I know you're not now, but I always think anybody that's been in the army, what an amazing training it gives you for life in general, really.
Life skills, yeah. I mean, my little brother's still in now.
Right.
I've got cousins that are serving too. So, I mean, the discipline and the way it just sort of moulds you into the person you are. I always say the army's like a machine. It sort of turns you into a man from a very young age. Yeah. Obviously, I joined at 16. My little brother joined at 16. And now if I go out with my mates who are 23, the same age as me, I'm like, OK, yeah, I can grow up a little bit. I've grown up a little bit quicker than me.
No, it does. You know, you're absolutely right. And as well as doing the podcast, is there anything... Because I was just thinking about you and looking at you and all the skills that you've got, you would be brilliant in the jungle. You'd be amazing in that. Do you fancy that?
Oh, yeah, I mean, that'd be top of my list. I would love to do it.
You'd be so good.
I would love to do it. I mean, any reality shows, I just love to be able to resonate with people that are at home who are just normal working-class families like what I was and still come from, still at home now with my mum and dad.
You still live with your mum and dad?
Yeah, I moved back in with them in Slough. So, yeah, and it's been the best thing ever because I was away for 6 years, you know, weekly. I'm away Monday to Friday, so then now I'm there. If I'm not busy, I can go and do five-a-side football with my mates. I can be there for birthdays, so it's just been the most amazing thing ever.
It's great. It's so good. Now, can you lie to your girlfriend, though? Does
no,
she
of course not.
No?
No, of course not. That is a straight-up answer. I couldn't lie to my missus, my mum, my dad, any of my family. So that's why when people say, oh, have people changed from seeing you lie. Oh, there she is.
Oh, she's
Beautiful, isn't she?
beautiful. She's gorgeous.
know.
What a lovely couple. Oh, that's so nice. So you can't do that. I mean, were they surprised watching you on telly?
Yeah,
were they,
100%.
Were they surprised thinking, nah, he's not going to be able to pull this off? It's
Yeah,
never going to happen?
Yeah, 100%.
Really?
Yeah, because my whole life I've grown up with, obviously, I've got 5 brothers and sisters, so there's a big family.
Sure.
So I've always given white lies to my mum and dad.
Oh.
And to them, they can see straight through it. I could never, ever get a lie past my mum. No matter how hard I try, I could just never lie to her, and she would know straight away. My whole family do, and obviously Anna does too.
Yeah.
Whenever I tell just a simple lie, they're like, why are you lying for? And then, so when they've seen me on TV lie and deceive 21 other people, they're like, how has no one clocked it yet? But obviously...
Was amazing.
Yeah.
It's like you'd be a great chess player because you're always kind of, you know, you're thinking ahead, aren't you, all the time?
Do you know what's really funny? You say that. The Harry and Paul, our Devious podcast,
yes.
On our breaks, me and Paul play each other at chess.
Do you?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, we love playing chess, and he's actually got like a ranking for chess.
Has he?
But I've played like on the side, so we have loads of games that we play. It's always, this is what I mean, this is why this podcast is so great for us, because we've always had that friendly competition. So it's like, we always wish the best for each other, but we're so competitive.
Yeah.
And at the minute, I'm 3-2 up.
Are you? Because
Yeah.
it's whoever can, oh, and that's important, that's very important, it's whoever can actually work out the crime, isn't it? And how
Yeah.
you would do it in a way that you'd get away with it.
Yeah, so the Harry and Paul,
Yeah.
our Devious podcast is basically based off talking about true crimes that have occurred.
Yes.
And then how they've gone wrong. And then we come up with our devious schemes on how we would have done it. And then we argue at the end of whose plan we think is better and who would have worked.
It's great. It's so good. It's so lovely to see you.
Oh, thanks so much for having me. I appreciate it.
I honestly didn't know what to say. I didn't know you'd be so utterly charming and lovely. And Harry and Paul are Devious. It's out now wherever you get your podcasts.
Yeah. So it's out. The first episode's out today.
Fantastic.
And then wherever you listen to your podcast, whether that be Apple Podcasts, Spotify, you can listen to the Harry and Paul Devious podcast show. And there's one out every Wednesday from now on.
Beautifully
Hopefully
done.
forever.
Beautifully done. And hopefully we'll see you in the jungle. Or maybe, maybe Strictly. You never know.
Who knows?
Don't rule anything out.
I can keep a secret, so...
Well, we can. That's very true.